What's up, guys? It's your boy Zay here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to connect a regulator to your tank, how to connect your cannula to your regulator so you have portability to go wherever you want to go. Alright guys, first things first, if your technician has already brought you a tank, 9 times out of 10 it has a white piece of tape on it indicating that the tank is full. So you can either take this tape off, you can keep it on, it doesn't really matter to me, but this basically what this white tape means is that you have a full oxygen tank. So secondly, on your tank you want to find the 2 holes which are located right here. They're not located on this side, they're not located on this side, and they're not located on this side. They're going to be located on one side of the E-tank, so it's easy to find. They're never... Okay, so once you've located your 2 holes on your E-tank, you want to look at your regulator. So just looking at the regulator at first glance, we see a few different types of things, and it can easily be scary. So first thing you want to do is make sure that your tightening rod, this is what I like to call it, your tightening rod is all the way out so that you can put your regulator over your tank. And on your regulator you'll have 2 little prongs, that's what I like to call them, and they stick out about not even that far, but they stick out just enough so you can slide your regulator over your E-tank, and these 2 prongs are going to fit right snug in those 2 holes. So I'm going to slide it over, and I'm just going to work it so that I feel it go in. So what I tell my patients all the time is if you don't feel it go in, it's not, 9 times out of 10, it's not in right. So I'm just going to wiggle it around, and I found it. I found where it goes in, and I'm going to tighten it. You don't want to go too tight, and you don't want to, have it too loose. So right there, I have the regulator on, it's snug, it's not leaning. Sometimes, a patient, I'll come to a patient's house and they'll have the regulator like this. This is not correct. You want to make sure that your regulator is nice and straight, nice and even, so you get the best oxygen as possible. Okay, now that you have your regulator on your E-tank, it's time to get some oxygen. But you need a key. So 9 times out of 10, your technician is going to leave you with a couple of black keys, and they have arrows on them indicating when the tank is open and when the tank is closed. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place my key on the top of my E-tank, just like so, and I can already tell that the arrow is pointing counterclockwise. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tap it just a little bit. And the reason I say tap it is because this is pressurized. The tank has air in it and it's waiting to get out. So all I have to do is just open this, turn this valve just a little bit, and you're going to hear a psst. And as you can tell, on my tank, it goes all the way up to 2,000. That's our full, okay? So this tank has oxygen in it and you're good to go. Alright, so we have our regulator connected to our E-tank. We have our key ready to unlock all the oxygen that's in there. Now we just need to figure out how we're going to get oxygen. So you're going to take your cannula. Hopefully you have a cannula. And you're going to look at your regulator. And if you notice, you have a brass piece, metal piece that sticks out right almost about ½ an inch. You're going to take the end of your cannula. You're going to connect it, push it up, snug but not too snug, not too tight, just like that. You're going to take your cannula. You're going to make sure that on the end of your cannula that your nose pieces are facing up. You don't want them, you want them to face down. You don't want them to be facing up as they're going into your nose, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my cannula, put the nose piece in my nose, and it goes over my ears, and right here is a piece where I can adjust it. I can make it tighter and I can loosen it up, okay? So Once you have your cannula in, you have your regulator hooked up to your E-tank or whatever tank you're using, you have your key ready to give you oxygen, then you want to find your liter flow. Now, your liter flow is something I'm not going to tell you. That is something that you and your doctor have talked about. So, if I'm looking at my tank, I notice to my right of the tank, I have a black dial. And this dial goes from 0 all the way to 8. Now, your regulator may be different. It could be a children's regulator. It could be an adult regulator. This one happens to be an adult regulator, so it goes to 8. We have regulators that go from 0 to 15 and so on and so on. So you want to find your liter flow. So hypothetically speaking, if I had just got out of the hospital, they gave me a liter flow of 3. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my regulator and I'm going to start at 0 and I'm just going to twist it until I see 3. Once I've found my liter flow, which like I said, my liter flow is 3, my hypothetical liter flow, I'm going to look at my key and I'm going to say, okay, key, how do I get this oxygen out of this tank? And like I said before, on the tank, there's an arrow indicating which way I should turn it so that I can get oxygen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap my key the counterclockwise way and let's see if I get oxygen. Boom. So I tap it. I can already feel the oxygen going into my nose. And if you want to know if the oxygen is working, you can easily do the lip test. And what that means is you turn it on your liter flow and you take the cannula and you kind of just brush it over your lip, your top lip. You can do your nose. You can do an arm, hand check. That's the sure sign to let you know that you're getting oxygen. Alright guys, today I showed you how to connect your regulator to your E-tank, how to connect your cannula to your regulator, how to find your liter flow, how to tell if the tank is actually full or if it has oxygen in it, how to connect your key. And I showed you guys that your key should 9 times out of 10 have an arrow indicating which way you turn it to turn it on. Alright? If you guys have any questions, comment below. If you want me to go into further detail about anything, comment below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe for more videos. I'm out.